Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to the Musa Gaming here, and today we're back with another episode of Musa Gaming in Kingdom 3927. And as you guys can see, we have the Kingsland, no, past 7 opened already into the Kingsland, and in 21 hours from now onward, in 21 hours, when this monument ends, we will be able to actually enter and start building into Kingsland. Now, as you guys might or might not already know, we are going 3v1 against Kingdom 3926, which means that we'll be able to compete in a 3v1 situation, which we'll have a huge advantage of in terms of the number-wise. Kingdom 3926 has a lot of whales, a lot of T5 players who have migrated from 3930, as well as I think other two kingdoms that are in this map, 3925 as well as 3928, which means that they have the strongest kingdom. We competed for this zone right here. We weren't able to win. And also at the same time, it looks like they were able to push out against 3925 as well for this zone right here. And they do control a little bit more buff than any of us, right? They have the 10% march speed over here. And they have a 5% extra troop attack. I think this is also a 5% extra troop defense, right? Yeah, so they do have a lot more buff that they control compared to us or even Kingdom 3925. But we do have 6 passes, so it's gonna be still 3v1. We don't have anyone else who, we don't have anyone else who has been, denied the entrance to the Kingsland, which is nice. So that's good news. And now hopefully we'll be able to, give them a good fight as 3 Kingdom alliance versus 1. Now with that said, let's just take a look at some of the members that are in our kingdom. You guys can see obviously some of the members that I've highlighted in some of my videos. Raven Emperor with a video title that I actually went out and pushed out, which was called the Impossible Account. So Raven Emperor had really well managed account that had so many gold heads as well as so well organized equipments and stuff. And his garrison reports, guys, were absolutely amazing. I was in a couple of them, and yeah, wherever you guys have Raven Emperor basically garrisoning with his Charles Mattel YSG was absolutely having great results. Now, same with our man Rodden here. His name is now free KP, but he's never a free KP to go against Rodden. Now, Rodden was actually sitting in 20 million power when I actually checked on him like almost a month ago. Now, he just powered up like crazy for Zeta Power Event. He did get the best cavalry skin for the Zeta Power Event, which is 20% defense skin. And that has actually ramped him up to achieve that 1.1 billion kill points achievement, which is really huge achievement for KVK1 player. I know that we've been talking with a lot of like mangoes and all those crazy crackers, but having 1.1 billion kill points before KVK1 even ends is actually really impressive. And big shout out for Rodden for being able to actually plan that out really well against the enemy. And yeah, and outside of that, we have a lot of strong players that are currently in Kingdom 3927. And yeah, we're looking at really good KVK at the end of the day. Now, my account, as you guys know, my account, when I received it, it was in a pretty bad shape. But then again, in between the time of me receiving this account as well as when I actually started fighting with this account, there were some mistakes that were made in this account in between. Obviously, this is not my account. This is actually the Queen's account, such as having the Shadow Legion's Retribution actually crafted. But it does perform okay on the field. It is lacking a lot of technology, which I think we're still doing some researches on. Yeah. Which might not be a terrible idea for us to actually try to push one of those guys. But yeah, it's going to take a while for me to actually get this account up to speed. But yeah, right now, it's not having the best trades on the field, to be really honest with you. Not having YSG expertise is a big Yeah, well, not having YSG expertise is a big negative. Unfortunately, you know, we do have 5511 YSG. We have very few gold tests that we can actually use for him to be expertise. So we're currently using Minamoto buy bars, which is having some suboptimal trace. But yeah, this account was very poorly managed, to be really honest with you. And yeah, that's basically kind of causing that damage. Now, that doesn't mean that I will actually just sit back and not fight at all. I'll most likely go ahead and fill those flags, fill those rallies, and also at the same time try to give some field fighting whenever I do have a chance to actually join the Kingsland fight. Hopefully, we will be able to push against Kingdom 3926, but if that does not work out, I will at the very least try to feed as much of those garrisons and rallies at the same time. As you guys can see, I have gotten some fights over here. I did get a lot of this that I could, as much as I could so far. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Hopefully it'll be a short Kingsland. Hopefully, because we have the numbers advantage, we'll be able to actually fight them against their passes and then control the Kingsland. But you guys never know how long the Kingsland will last for those KVK ones. You know, most recent KVK ones that I've spectated and watched were the ones of like the Kingdom 3879, which is the one that I'm in with my Mass of Nubia account. You know, those Kingdom KVKs have lasted days and days and days, right? So, yeah, or 3866 versus 65 also lasted days and days and days, right? So, yeah, those KVK ones do last quite long. So hopefully we'll be able to actually, you know, get this controlled pretty early. But it's gonna be tough either way because yeah, Kingdom 3926 has a lot of whales from different kingdoms, right? So that's gonna be exciting. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty short video. Hopefully we'll be able to get our hands on the Zig going into this KVK. Again, my role will be limited, but I'll try to at least kind of broadcast what's going on within this kingdom so that you guys get a better understanding of how the war is actually going. With me as kind of like the active participant, but also at the same time more of an observer between the fighters. Obviously, I do have some troops that I can actually dispose for filling garrisons and rallies. So I'll try my best to make sure that I do make myself a little bit more valuable than usual. But either way, it's going to be fun KVK, guys. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. As always, if you guys haven't already done so, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Peace!